Hi guys, welcome back to another video. There's just a couple things I want to address before I start into this. So the first thing is that, as you can tell, I'm trying a different type of voiceover. I'm going to try to see if doing the voiceover as I record is a little bit better than waiting and doing the voiceover after. It seems a lot easier, and I do have a lot of stuff on my plate right now. So I'm just going to see how this goes. I hope you guys like it a lot better than what it was before. I also wanted to explain the title of this video. So obviously, as you can see, I am going to be re-reviewing Slime Obsidian. I will be doing this for most of the reviews that I do. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll get slime packages and review them in a video, and then about a month later I will re-review them to see how the slimes have been doing and what they look like now, because I know a lot of people, when they buy slimes, they want the slimes to last a long time. So I'm going to be doing that today. When you see the video, it won't exactly be around a month after I reviewed the last one. Sometimes it'll be a couple of months. It just depends when I decide to upload, but I do promise that I will be making these videos about a month after I have gotten them, just to show people, you know, the durability on the slimes and everything like that. So I do hope you enjoy the video. I'm sorry for any background noises. I honestly haven't figured out what to do with my cats. If I keep them in the other room, they will start scratching at the door and meowing. If I keep them in here, they'll start playing with everything. So I'll try to figure that out at some point. But besides that, I do hope you enjoy the video. If you want more like this, please do subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. I keep losing my train of thought. It does mean quite a lot to me, and it definitely gives me the motivation to keep doing these videos. So with that, I'm going to go into the video. So starting off with Strawberry Whip, this is the one that my boyfriend received because he wanted one as well, and I did review this in the same video when I reviewed him the first time. I do want to say with his slimes, it's so weird because this is a month later review, but the texture of these actually happened, I'd say, a couple hours after I reviewed them the first time. So it was really interesting, and I was quite disappointed in it, and I honestly can't figure it out. So for this one, it did deflate quite a lot, as you can tell. So it deflated, I would say, you know, a quarter of the size. So there's about a quarter missing now from where it was, because he did fill them all the way to the top. So it has deflated a lot. And this did deflate quite a lot after I inflated it the first time, so after that it kind of just stuck with that same texture and inflation and everything like that. It does not inflate anymore, and it honestly feels like it's just clay, and that's it, like nothing else in it. As you can tell, when I stretch it, it becomes super duper stringy, and I know you can't really tell on video, but it is kind of hard to stretch. There's really no inflation, no bubble pops, no nothing. I can't poke it, I don't get any clicks out of it or anything. So it does remind me of slimes that I get like on Wish. I have checked every single container multiple times, and I have not found any cracks or anything like that. So it does really boggle me that this is happening. It still retained its what is it called? It still retained the scent, but other than that, it really did change, and I'm not really sure why. It changed a couple hours after I started playing with it. So after I did the review, I played with them for a little bit longer because I really like doing that. I really enjoy playing with slime and everything. And then this happened, and it did happen with the Oreo Fudge frosting. This, I will show you, none of the containers had cracks in it, nothing like that. They were all perfectly sealed. I shut them, you know, lid tight every time, and this just happened, so I'm not really sure what happened. I'm hoping this didn't happen to anyone else. Maybe I just got like a bad batch or something like that. I'm really hoping it didn't happen to anyone else. So like I said a little bit ago, Oreo Fudge frosting did just about the same thing as Strawberry Whip did. Again, this one doesn't have any cracks or anything like that. They are both the same texture, so they were both frosting slimes, I do believe, and so they both reacted the same. I'm assuming what happened was that the clay in the slime, it must be super clay heavy, and the clay just somehow absorbed it all after you play with it. I know for like, I don't know, like Wish slimes, if you play with a Wish slime for a while, you know, it can be super stretchy at first, and then after a while it gets super duper, like, what do you call it? Super oh my gosh, English today. Super duper stiff. This one wasn't as bad as the last one, so I think this one had a little less clay in it, was a little less clay heavy. Once again, the scent stayed quite nice. I still enjoy the scent. It smells really, really good and really on point. It definitely smells like Oreo and fudge and all that good stuff. So, I mean, this one isn't as bad. It's definitely bearable, but again, a couple hours after, it just really, it changed and deflated as well, and I don't know what to say about this. I did want to mention I tried to contact Slime Obsidian. I sent him a email on his support email that is on his care card. I also tried to message him on Instagram. I haven't heard anything from him, and I think I messaged him about 2 weeks ago about this problem. I wasn't asking for a, you know, like a refund or anything. I mean, obviously that would be nice, but that, you know, it might be out of his control. It might be something he didn't even know about, but I did want to let him know that this is what happened to me, and it would be nice to hear a review, not a review, a reply from him, but I have not gotten anything. So the last one that I got from him was Strawberry Fluff Cake Jelly, and this one did not change as much as the other two, but it did change quite a lot, and it changed in a way that I really did not expect. So when I first got this, of course, it was filled all the way to the top again, and it did deflate all the way down to here, so I'd say most of these turned out into a 6 ounce, maybe a couple, maybe the first one was a 5 ounce, I'm not really sure, and I can't get any of them to inflate again. This one surprised me the most because it was quite sticky when I got it. I only activated it just a tiny bit, and it did help, but this one, I think it was around the next day, it got super stiff. I left it in my car in 90-degree weather for over a week, and finally it got to this point where it's stretchy, but you could definitely tell it's overactivated. It's definitely jiggly now. I'm not sure what happened to it. I'm trying everything I can to make it less stiff, but I haven't really figured out anything that will help. Like I said, this one also does not inflate anymore. The bubble pops are still really nice in it, and it's still fun to play with, but it does leave quite a lot of residue under my fingernails, and isn't the best to play with anymore. The scent is still awesome, still on point, so I know that his scents are definitely worthy of like a 5-star, because they definitely pull through. But for the slimes, I wouldn't give any higher than a 3-star. This is just, I just wanted to make sure that you guys know, but this is just what happened to me. I don't know if this happened to anyone else. I'm not saying that his slimes are absolutely terrible. This is just what happened to me. This is my experience, and, you know, I'm really hoping this didn't happen to anyone else, because his slimes are really nice. Especially when I first got them, I was so amazed by them and their texture. It really saddens me that I couldn't play with these anymore. And it does sadden me just a little bit that he hasn't replied yet. Obviously, he's super busy. He's got slime to make all the time, and he's probably got a bunch of emails to look through, but I'm still patiently waiting for that reply to see if he can do anything, or if he, you know, maybe knows that it was a bad batch, and he's like, oh yeah, I've gotten a couple more emails about the same thing. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just waiting on that. But overall, I would say I would give his slimes now about a 3-star piece. I think the first one would be a 2-star, and the last two would be a 3-star, maybe this one a 4-star, but I think that's about it. That's all I can give it. The textures definitely changed quite a lot, and it changed within a couple hours of playing with them, so I'm not sure if they're not maybe meant to be played with very much. I only played with them for, I would say, a total of an hour with those 3 after the video that I reviewed for, but I'm not really sure what happened to these. It really does sadden me, but you know, there's not really much I can do about it, and there's not really much that Slime Obsidian can do about it. I just wanted to let him know about it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it is the texture, maybe it was his formula, maybe he's got to change it. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it just baffles me because I'm not really sure what happened, and I've never seen a slime change that much in texture after a couple hours. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't seen anyone do a re-review, so I thought that was a really nice idea. I thought that it would be pretty interesting to watch. And I found it really interesting to see how slimes have changed. Obviously this one is a month later, but it did change within the first couple hours. I just want to make sure that I don't get super duper bad backlash for this, because I know so many people love Slime Obsidian slimes, and I'm not really sure what happened to mine. I really wish I could say more good things about what the slimes feel like after a month, but I can't. A lot of stuff happened to these, and I really can't. I've tried so many different times to find like out a good reasonable way these change so much, especially in a couple hours. I can't understand the frosty ones after maybe a couple months would start to deflate and soak up the slime into the clay, because I know that his frosting slimes are quite clay heavy. As you can see, I think the only thing that's left is the clay, so the portions are really big. But you know, but this was just after a couple hours, so I'm not really sure what to say about that. If you guys want to see more re-reviews, I will definitely be doing them in the future. I love doing them. I do particularly like this voiceover part better, but I would like to hear your suggestions. Maybe you would like it in a different way. Maybe it would sound better some other way. I'm not really sure. But if you guys did enjoy it, please like this video. Please subscribe. I am trying to post at least once a week. I am quite busy right now, but I will try to keep a consistent schedule if you guys want that. And if you want to see more like this, do let me know. I will hopefully do them in the future. Like, I know I did a review on Slime Yoda, and I will definitely do a month review on her. I absolutely loved her slimes as well. And I just ordered from Parakeet Slime, so I will obviously do a review and a re-review for her. So I definitely enjoyed this. I haven't seen any other YouTuber do this, but if you guys liked it, definitely let me know. And I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.